Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Astros come into the day with the opportunity to sweep this 4-game series after having claimed the first 3.
Yeah, and you don't want to get complacent. You steal the first 3 games and you're feeling like, man, we got this series already wrapped up. But you can't let the other team up off the mat right here. You have to stay focused, out on the mound, clean defense, everything it takes. You don't get many opportunities throughout the course of a season for 3-game sweeps, let alone a potential 4-game sweep.
Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So now into the box is Jose Altuve. He will lead this one off today. The 3-2 pitch. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. The next 3-2.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And this throw gets away from him.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
So now to the plate, Yuli Gurriel, and he sends it the other way toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the play, runner tags and heads for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Only play to be the first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Next up for the Astros, Gary Cox. Only 1 hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is to get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make, he's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Craig Biggio digging in now. Cox is off at first with 2 away. throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up.
Runner,
So
yes, yes.
1-1 home. Strike taken to throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first.
That's a ball.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Astros 1. The A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
And now here is Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Striding in for Oakland, Elvis Andrus. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box, Jason Giambi. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, this team is beaming with confidence right now. 3-0 on the road trip and looking for a 4-game sweep. That does not happen often in this game.
Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Show Track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Working for the punch out and the offering.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Ball 2.
This looks like it could be a rough one. You can't throw a strike. It's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Another 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Two and one to the A's first baseman. Bases are loaded with only one out. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
At the plate, Sean Murphy waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. They still trail 1-0. Striding in for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Well, today's game provides the Astros with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
Batting seven.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate now, Alex Bregman. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Jose Altuve. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Up next for the Astros.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. Bottom of the inning now, and up next will be Ramon Laureano.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Matt Chapman. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting 9.
Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Into the box, Jed Lowry. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They're down 2-0. Now to the plate, number 30, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. The 1-1 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Stepping in now, Gary Cox. Line drive base hit.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Craig Biggio.
To the plate now, Craig Biggio. And a double steal try here. Scooped up. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
At the plate now is Jeff Bagwell. He popped out in his first trip. A 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Outside.
Runners are at second and third with one down. On the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Left side. The throw will go to third, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
At the plate, Alex Bregman.
I got the count.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Houston leads this one 3-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ricky Henderson as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Alvarez will be there for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Next, here is Elvis Andrews. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Jason Giambi.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Standing in now, Reggie Jackson. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Reggie.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good.
High in the air, deep down the left field line. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. The A's strand one. They trail it here 3-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. While they've certainly hit some balls hard, 5 of their base hits have come from ground balls. In an era where launch angle is king, this appears to be somewhat of a throwback performance. But clearly, there are many ways to success for a team at the plate.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in is Martin Maldonado. He singled in his first AB. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So here's Yuli Gurriel. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guys coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Tough play right there, but slight trouble getting rid of it made all the difference. He's going to tell you after this ball game, he should have made that play.
Into the box now, number 30. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Gary Cox. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
You know, D-Ro, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock. Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, D-Ro, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance.
Now
Sergio Romo answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. In now, Jeff Bagwell. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Digging in next, Yordan Alvarez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. Hey! Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. 3 runs already home here. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Astros lead this one 10-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
To the plate now, Sean Murphy. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 22.
Now to the plate, here is Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. So 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
2-1.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. All even now, 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full down, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
Your pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, Dio. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
At the plate, Jed Lowry. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Ready with another 2-2. Liner towards second. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 10 and the A's nothing. J.B. Wendelken gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a fastball down below the knees. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, number 30. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box now, Gary Cox.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball well outside. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Olsen moving to his left. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So a nice bounce back inning there after the 7 spot last time around. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Astros on top, 10-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Number 30 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 2-1. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And there's a base hit on the line.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game. Get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
G-Hoppy.
Stepping in now, Jason Giambi. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
To the plate now, Reggie Jackson. Inside and low, 2-1. From the stretch.
Ball, that's out.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Verlander deals the 3-2. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out of it. Boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Fouled off. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Into the box, Sean Murphy. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Andres, the runner at third. Jambi on second. Jackson on at first with 2 down. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Alvarez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. The bases loaded. A's threaten, but leave him loaded. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in now at the plate will be Craig Biggio. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
Next to hit, Jeff Bagwell delivered an RBI single last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider working. That thing's got depth and bite.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and they're at 2 down. So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A little low, it's 2-2. Bounce it to the left side. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Astros 10 and the A's nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Ramon Laureano. The 1-2.
2-2 the count.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Now batting.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth, and that means Matt Chapman will dig in at the plate. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The count now at 2-2. To third. Bregman gloves it. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear that that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Justin Verlander. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one.
Ladies
Derek
and gentlemen,
Lowry
your
takes
attention,
over here
please.
with a runner at first
Now
and 2 gone in the
Houston,
inning.
Number 9, Derek Lowry.
Ricky Henderson will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Oakland. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Into the box, Alex Bregman, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. The 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Now batting, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Skied down the left field line. And And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retrieve.
The batter, the designated hitter, Yulieski Gurriel.
Next will be the designated hitter, Yuli Gurriel. He went down on strikes in his last at bat. The 3-1. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
The batter, number 30.
Next to stand in is number 30. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Gary Cox.
That's outside.
Outside, 2-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. 2 down, runners at first and second. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch hit down the third base line. The 2-2 one more time. It's laid off and the count runs full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Seared down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Second baseman, Greg Boogie.
Standing in now, Craig Biggio. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jackson gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Astros 12 and the A's nothing. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 and 2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one will get this one. Lazy fly ball out to center field. In comes the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
Leadoff man retired, and that brings in Jason Giambi. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
Ball.
And he takes ball 2, and it's
Count
2-1.
2-1.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi.
2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH. Now the 3-2 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The next 3-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now, Reggie Jackson.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The first base.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting, catcher.
And stepping in, Sean Murphy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Astros lead it 12-1. Now at the plate, Jeff Bagwell. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Ready with the payoff pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Another 1-2 delivery. Popped him up. Murphy shading to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So next to hit is Alex Bregman. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Laureano is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Ramon Laureano. The 1-1 home, and he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Fouled off. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder, and it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate now, Matt Chapman. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. One out, nobody on. Still 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Yeah. Lowry.
To the plate now, Jed Lowry. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ricky Henderson, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lowry, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series. Skied into straightaway right.
Alvarez has it, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The batter, the shortstop, Jose Altuve.
Next up is Jose Altuve. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 6. The 2-2.
Careful.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he fouls this one off. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
The batter, number 30.
Digging in will be number 30. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the 3-1. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for the Astros, the left fielder, Gary Cox.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Cox. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Raleigh fingers enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Raleigh fingers.
Craig Biggio will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Slider, oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fly ball out toward right field. Jackson is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make them pay. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Astros 12 and the A's 1. Now to bat, Elvis Andrus. Starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Jason Giambi. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Pitch on the way. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Reggie Jackson is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Last strike now for Oakland. He hangs a K to end it, and the Astros complete the 4-game road sweep against their division rivals. 12-1 at the end of this one. Houston played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Justin Verlander gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Sean Manaea struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.